So hey, remember yesterday we was chopping it up when you was talking about people not showing up to your wedding? How you feel about that?
I don't want to get emotional because there's people in here in the room, but I mean, it sucks because it's people you grow up with, man. Like, these are people that you've been knowing your whole life that swore up and down they would be there no matter what. And just to, get a text or a call or, I can't make it, I can't do this. It sucks, man. It hurt. Like, it took me like 2 days to finally go to sleep after thinking about all the people that told me they can't go. But I'm going to stand strong and hold my head up and know that the people that are showing up are the same people that would carry my casket if I passed away. So for me, the ones that showed up are the ones that mean the world to me, and I would do the same. Unfortunately, I missed some of the my peoples in the past, but like, I made it my number one priority to make sure that I called, text, wish them happy birthday, congratulations on your wedding, whatever. I just hope they do the same if they can't make it.
I mean, I'm glad that old boy came to his senses where he found out who was for him and who's not for him in his life. But I'll say this right here. It don't take a wedding for you to really find out. Maybe for you, some people need a wedding to find out who's gonna be there for them, when they drop 6 feet under and who gonna carry their casket. But you got people out here that really ain't so much that they will show up to your funeral just to make sure you're gone. And they'll help carry that joker. They'll be the pallbearer. They'll wheel the thing on down. They'll drop the roses up in there. They'll cry. They'll do the whole nine. You know what I mean? I learned these lessons early on in life when my dad passed away. When my father passed away when I was 10 years old, I really took life at face value. Like, I really saw it for what it really was. And I feel like when you lose somebody really, really young, extremely young, you're going, especially as somebody who you don't see walk through that household anymore, somebody who you was always around each and every day, you look at life a lot differently from your peers who never really experienced anything like that. So I felt like that was one of the worst things that ever happened to me in my life at such a young age, because when you don't see your daddy walk through that door no more, you pretty much look at everything else like, you know what, it's a blur. Or, I'm not gonna get worked up like that. The second time I let, when reality really smacked me in my face is when I started getting on as far as entertainment. I really started seeing people who wasn't really for me growing up, who used to so-called want to bully me, and they would show up and say, I always believed in you. And then I saw people who I love, or so-called love, and they would turn their back on me and treat me like I'm just a money growing on a tree. And one thing that I've always said to myself, I'm not really worried about who show up to my funeral, who's gonna carry my casket. I just hope that the wrong people ain't in there. I hope that your intentions are pure when you're in there. Yes, sometimes I even got in life and I was telling people around me like, look, man, if you ever see this person there, I'm gonna have a list for all the people who I don't want there. And if they show up to that doggone funeral, make sure you have the police escort their ass out, because I don't want them there. I don't went that far. But in the end though, man, you gotta just go with your discernment. And the ones who are really, really there for you, man. And what sucks the most for a lot of folks is that they think that they can take everybody with them. They know deep down inside they can't, but you might be the person that have 15, 20, 25 friends out here. And in reality, a lot of times your real friends only be them little small numbers, and 2s and 3s and stuff like that. Hell, you might have one if you're lucky enough to even have one. So I always understood that everything that probably is going to surround around my name, as far as a personal event or a personal get together, or everybody come in one room and acknowledge me, or whatever the case may be, I've always thought about it in small quantities, small quantity of numbers. I ain't never think about nothing way out the ballpark as far as numbers, because I know everybody there ain't for me. And then if I'm having a wedding and all that, I'm not trying to feed a gazillion amount of who don't really care about me. You just there just to be drunk, just to watch me kiss the bride in the mouth and see and judge next to a person who you with and say, do you think they're gonna make it? That's what most people do anyway when they go to these weddings. It's to prove to them, all right, how much I really love you. Tyler, the Creator, said that a long time ago. Now, it is what it is though, but I don't wanna go too far into it though. I'm happy this brother found his peace. I hope he did. And a lot of other people are going through this stuff too. When people don't show up to their stuff, they get mad, and I get it. I can understand a person getting mad, especially if you expected them to. But hey, man, people gonna do what people do. And if God can have a lot of mercy and a lot of grace on you and be patient with you, and if he can, as many times he done spared you for all the times you done him wrong and disappointed him, you got it in you too as well.